Welcome back to the Project Reshift, Project Jira Reshift here with another video podcast. Alright, we gotta do this one in a really quick, snappy way, hopefully under 10 minutes. And we have to get this done because I have less than 40 minutes to remove myself from this current place. That's because I actually have the keyword of this topic of this video podcast is crisis. And so what you see here are the materials that are related to that and what I'm going to bring out immediately. So the first thing I'm going to do is just say, of course, as usual, what's the main highlight you want to share, something important of your day. Secondly, something you want to vent if you had something that you feel like didn't go out so well. Again, privacy confidential, I don't expose too much stuff. And third and last but not least, if there is something related to the keyword is crisis and preparation, feel free to chime in and share that. Or you can swap that all just for a meme or a joke. So without further ado, again, slice of life in real life mishmash together, create this authentic VR paradox. And Graham's slice of life lessons for those orphans without a proper role model. Place well. So what we're going to do is just gather a bunch of materials that are new, first of all, that we have to cover related to crisis. And the second one is gather all the materials that we need for crisis that were old items that we already have. So the first thing I'm going to do is just show you right here. There are several forms here that I filled out, and this was actually last night. And of course, you're watching this video ahead of time by a far margin. So what I'll say is that you probably aren't aware of exactly what exact date it is, and that's all right. But you can just say it's about a month backdated. I probably made this video a month behind. And then next, so there's several forms here. These have to do a lot with regulations, policies, things you can and cannot do within that shelter, and so on and so forth. And all that kind of stuff. Good neighbor agreements. I'll just read a few of these for you to get a good sense of what it is. Resident responsibilities, resident complaint policy and procedure, resident rights, harm and reduction policy, all that jazz. And there's about 3 forms, but they're double-sided, so it's about six pages. Now underneath that, there's some stuff here that is honestly, it's not that related to where we're going. Unfortunately, we're bringing it with us. We don't want to do this because there's actually a locker, but it's inside a dorm shared with at least 8 other people, and that's not ideal. Okay, so ideally I would have been able to get to my storage unit and put everything away first, but I'm gonna have to be careful tonight and consider how I'm going to get this done. And for the record, I can see that I just kind of shifted the video a little bit. All right, anyways, this is something fairly important. I received mail from my new lease place, and so I have to be careful with that. And then this is also the heater manual that should go to the storage. Unfortunately, to get done yet, but it's going to come with us now over to this shelter. Keyword crisis shelter. So at that crisis shelter, okay, something new that we purchased that we really need. So we went over to Canadian Tire, and this is actually receipt, or Home Depot, you can think of it. It's another example. Rona, Lowe's, home hardware. And so we went and purchased and I didn't think I had to buy this, but it's a mattress bag for mattresses. If you can't tell what I'm thinking of, and blocks stains and dirt. My idea, it's 91 inches by 53 by 14. We're trying to block out any possible potential for bed bugs from inside the mattress getting over to us while we're actually sleeping there. So that's what this is all about. And if I can, down here on the side, there's actually a plastic bag here with inside is a bunch of other plastic bags. And so those plastic bags are actually clear plastic bags, just like this, except this one is designed specifically for the mattress. And then the other ones inside are, well, they're just kind of bags that I saved from my previous workplace, but I have the same intention of covering up the mattress. So that's kind of a necessity once again, because this is my first time ever entering a shelter like this. So, and now inside we have also a box of laundry fabric softener. So this is now when we're shifting over to old materials we already have that we need to bring with us. So that's, for example, the laundry softener. And we actually have to wash our laundry elsewhere now, so that's kind of different. And so on that note, that's all going inside this bag here for the record. I was supposed to put this storage, I haven't done it yet, unfortunately. But that's just because there's too much to do. So I'm gonna put that aside. On the inside, I'm gonna put the paperwork on the inside, and I was not supposed to do this, unfortunately. We just didn't get enough time. And just wasn't well managed. That's just another way to put it. So what else needs to go in? Fairly important. So these are old items I already have that I need to put inside and bring over to the new to the shelter for now. And it's crazy how many places I have now. I have like this current, it's kind of, we're kind of clamping down, trying to get everything out. And then there's obviously the new lease unit, and then there's the storage. And then there's now a fourth, I guess it's a shelter, crisis shelter. So what we have here are some masks, because when inside that dorm, there are several other people inside as well. So if you're sleeping with, yeah, there's distancing of like, 6 feet or whatever. Well, no, it's more than that, maybe like 3 meters between every bed. But even so, you're all breathing the same air. Even if there's good ventilation, it's not a good idea. So I had to bring a mask. And there's at least 50 of them in here, roughly. I won't need all of them, I'll need some. What else needs to happen? Actually, speaking of which, I don't have to take out the entire case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, put my hand inside, just pull out. Maybe, I don't know, man. How much more do I need? It's like such a guess. It's all guesswork right now. So let's take around, I don't know, 7. Don't mind the bag round though. Let's take about 7. Let's stuff this inside the bag with the laundry detergent or fabric softener. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do now, okay, we also have this kind of strap here. I think these are the last 3 items I want to discuss that we had to take in. Again, we got to finish this video instantly and then put it up, and then we got to get out of here because there's a certain curfew. I have to be there before it ends. So the first thing we have here is this kind of strap, and that's because I don't think I'll be able to sleep there. I want to, I plan to, but before I can do that, I want to wash the bed sheets that were rented, that were loaned, and unfortunately, basically, I left it there for 24 hours without having actually taken it off. So in other words, someone might have been sleeping on the mattress previously, and then the bed sheets might have seeped. Any bed bugs might have crawled inside the bed sheets, and that's just my fault. Again, I wasn't aware at the time. Everything was unplanned. I didn't think I'd be sleeping there for that night, but that's what I've been doing. So anyways, these things here, I'll be most likely sitting on a chair and trying to get some shut-eye. It won't be any real sleep, I know that, but at least I can close my eyes and rest them. So I'll be using it like a blindfold. Usually I use this actually to wrap around my hair. So I'll put that inside as well. Something else that's really important, we've seen the backdrop here. Now I can't take the whole thing. This is actually supposed to go to my new residence. So inside here we have these clothes hangers, at least 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm thinking of taking at least, I don't know, 5 of these so that we can take it over to new residence tomorrow. So we're gonna take it inside, put it inside this bag, and then we're gonna go over to the shelter. And then after the shelter, most likely we're gonna go straight down to the residence. I'm gonna place some of these hangers over there so that, immediately we can actually do the laundry without having to come back over here, because it's such a roundabout. I'm going pretty much throughout the entire district of the city. So I'm going to take maybe about 4 of these. I don't know how to do it here, but you can see like there's some boxes here, right? And I'm going to take about 4 or 5 of these and then place them inside the bag as well. Off camera. Not really necessary right now. And then the last thing, and this is very important, if I can turn the camera to the side here, I'm not going to try and lift it up, but basically on the side, furthest to the far right, and we dip the camera down below. What we see is the light bars, of course. And I forgot to mention this in any detail, but basically I have unplugged the entire extension bar, one of two, and that has the chargers, it has the lights, and the lights first of all have to be stored away. So most likely they go inside this crate here with the drying tablet. That's what I'm thinking of. Same thing with the lighting bars, temporarily. We just place it inside. That's where we're going to store it for transportation. But what we really need, as of tonight, is we're going to unplug one or two of these chargers here, and we're going to take it with us because these are chargers for the phone. And so we're not obviously going to bring a laptop over to a shelter. It's just, in fact, I didn't want to bring anything of this here inside this bag to the shelter except for what was necessary. Like I said, the mail there it's not supposed to go there, and neither are the clothes hangers, but I just didn't have the time, unfortunately. And I didn't plan it well, and it was just unexpected. So for a variety of different factors, it didn't get done, both within and without control. So that's what we're gonna try to get done. And now I'm gonna end this video, and if we can snap this, let's do a little quick pause here. All right, perfect. So I just paused the video, and you can see now I put the entire bag inside a black plastic bag. So this is the way we will seal anything from entering. For example, if there are any bed bugs in the shelter, they'll be sealed inside, sealed outside from entering the bag. And in addition, on the inside are the hangers as well. Now, one last item I forgot, actually. It's actually belted to me right now. So what that is a Dudley lock. Of course, it's just a combination lock. 6 digits, that kind of stuff. Spin, 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 and then unlock. We need that to obviously lock the locker. Now, whether we're actually going to use it or not remains a big question. Are we even going to sleep tonight? It's a big question. I don't know if I actually feel comfortable enough to go in there. Another main thing that I forgot to mention as well is that the plastic wrap. Give me a moment. The plastic wrap here, I have to open right now, unbag it all, and then try to cut it so that it actually folds open. This is supposed to fit and cover the entire mattress. You put the mattress inside the bag. I'm not going to be able to do that. What I'm going to do most likely is I'm going to cut the mattress bag in half and then completely use it as a cover to drench not just the mattress, but to cover the entire sides as well as the bed frame. So the bed frame, the mattress, as well as everything else has to be covered because I don't want anything, again, crawling on me. And so that's fairly important as well. And that's something that has to happen actually right now. I have to cut it out right now and upload this and then get out of here. So I gotta be there within basically 2 hours, and that's the curfew time. So it's gonna be a real rush. And the sad part is there's still a lot more I have to do here. For example, for my casework, I mentioned that I would take some photographs of the equipment that needs moving assistance. So that's not going to happen for some time. Most likely in the next 48 hours, I'll be able to get that done. But before I can do that, I do have to cover everything that happens over here on the side. All the electronics, everything here on the side, down here. Yeah. And so that all has to be covered as well as the security camera. So I think I want to discuss this a little further actually, but not in this particular video. Okay. So that being said, that's everything. And you know, I'll leave it at that. I really want to cover the Wise Cam, unfortunately. Maybe I'll set it up, but we'll talk about this most likely in the next video, which is probably tomorrow or the day after. See you then. Peace out. I gotta go. Again, there's a lot to do now. And the timer starts right now.